What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my Bengals Madden 21 franchise series. And just like it sounds, I am going to be taking control of the Cincinnati Bengals and try and lead them to Super Bowl. A little bit about me: my name's Braden, but on social media I do go by Bengals_NFL. That is the name of my Instagram account. That is at 19.5 thousand. So I am a Bengals fan, and doing a Madden series on YouTube is something I want to do for a while, but I'm just finally now doing it for the first time. So I'm new to all this, so there may be some quality or some sound issues early on. So I just ask that you guys please hang in there with me, and I'm going to figure this out. But as I said, I am going to be controlling the Cincinnati Bengals. I am going to keep Zach Taylor. I'm still a fan of him. I still think he's going to be a really good coach who just put into a really bad scenario last year. And let's look at the settings. I am going to be playing on all Madden. I want to make it as challenging as possible. So with the Bengals offensive line, it will probably be a mess early on. So that's something we're going to have to work on. And we're going to start with 8-minute quarters. If we need to increase that or decrease that as time goes on, we will do that. But for now, we're going to make it at 8 minutes. And that's really all the setting stuff I wanted to do. And preseason, and yeah, that's all the setup stuff I wanted to do. Not making a new coach, staying with Zach Taylor. So we're going to start our league. And it looks like we're going to get one of these. We'll just skip that, and I am going to be skipping preseason, not because I tremendously want to. It's just because in real life the NFL has canceled preseason, and also I just kind of want to dive into this. In the future, I will play preseason games when I start drafting my player and building my team, but we know all the players who are currently on the team, and to kind of keep it realistic what's going on, I am going to skip preseason. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to sim to the regular season and take you to my final roster. We'll end the video there. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Welcome back, guys. And we are at week 1. I have made the final roster cuts. I'll show you guys that in just a second. I'll show you my starting lineup. And again, I just wanted to sim through the preseason just so we could dive in. There's no preseason NFL this year, so trying to stay true to that. So let's look at our starting team. And I did make a few adjustments to a few players overall just because I thought they were too low. Obviously, at quarterback, we got Joe Burrow. At running back, Joe Mixon did get injured in the preseason, so that is a rough blow to our team. So he will be back in 4 weeks. But for now, Bernard is starting running back. Obviously, we have A.J. Green as our main receiver. Tyler Boyd's our receiver too, and will play in the slot. When we are in 11 personnel, John Ross will be the third receiver. Hopefully, we can revise his career, utilize his speed. Jonah Williams was a 73 overall. I gave him a small boost to 75. I feel like he kind of got the short end of the stick with the Madden ratings. We are going Billy Price, the 2018 first rounder, as our starting left guard. Honestly, mostly just because there's a huge difference between overalls between him and Michael Jordan. I know in real life the Bengals are going to start Michael Jordan, but to me, in real life, they're both very close. Neither of them are that good, and because Billy Price has the overall difference, he will get the gig. But still, as you can see, our offensive line, very poor. The only one that's probably going to be on here long term is Jonah Williams. Trey Hopkins got the short stick. I may give him a small boost because I think he is better than that. Now going to the defensive side. On the defensive line, obviously a very scary lineup. You have Geno Atkins, DJ Reader, Carlos Dunlap. Then in our base defense, Sam Hubbard will be the starter. However, when we are in our nickel defense, Carl Lawson will be the other edge rusher. But we will mix this up a little. I do plan on playing Mike Daniels a lot. He was a really good rotation piece. And at corners we have William Jackson, Mackenzie Alexander starting in base. When we are in our nickel look or even dime, Mackenzie Alexander will move into the slot and Trey Waynes will play outside. On our safety, we have Jesse Bates as our starting free safety. Then the recent Bengals addition of Von Bell will be starting at strong safety. These are our linebackers starting in base. In nickel, Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson be my two nickel linebackers. Jermaine Pratt's also somebody who I boosted overall a little of. I boosted it from 70 to 74 then through Simeon in the preseason. He's gone up 2 overall. I think Jermaine Pratt's really underrated, and I think he had a strong finish to the season last year, but because he was on the 2-14 Bengals, had a really low overall. And I also do planning on mixing Sean Williams into nickel linebacker, but he's on the last year of his contract, and I do not intend on playing him, so I'd rather give those nickel linebacker snaps to a young guy like Logan Wilson. We're also going to put guys like Akeem Davis-Gaither in. Speaking of, I'm going to put him over Sheldon. So we'll see a lot of different mixtures in our defense and special teams. Obviously, Kevin Huber, the longtime Bengals punter, is our punter. Bullock is our kicker. No changes there. And specialist, slot corner, as I said, Mackenzie Alexander, Pratt, and Wilson are 2 nickel linebackers, with Williams being the first sub. Boyd is our slot receiver. Even when Mixon comes back, I do plan on keeping Bernard as our third down running back just because Gio's such a good third down running back and he really is underrated. He just never found it with the Bengals, and obviously when Mixon comes back, he'll take back power running back again. He is hurt. And look at our practice squad. A few familiar faces, especially if you're a Bengals fan. Fred Johnson, 54 overall. He's somebody who I hope in the real life can maybe even start for the Bengals, but unfortunately his overall is too low. Travion Williams, Stanley Morgan, and Damian Willis all on the practice squad. Rennell Wren also on the practice squad. He's out for the year, so this kind of worked itself out. And yeah, and that really does it for this episode, guys. I just kind of want to do an introduction. I don't know at the rate I'm going to record games how many videos I'm going to post weekly. How this is going to work for me is I'm going to stream it on Twitch, then edit it and upload it to YouTube. So that should work right now. I don't know what we're going to do once we get to the draft time. And I am going to be calling the plays during the game like I'm not playing. I'm going to be announcing it like I'm the announcers of the game. So again, that really does it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and stay updated. Turn on notifications because my week 1 game against the Chargers will be posted shortly.